Alright, everybody. Let me press this button. Alright, welcome to the stream. I can't hear myself because my headphones are out of battery. So, which seems weird because now it feels like I'm really talking to myself. Usually if I've got my headphones on, I can kind of hear myself. Then it feels like I'm talking to someone. I'm also cleaning off my mouse pad or desk pad. I don't know what you call these things that are bigger than mouse pads. Anyways, talking to myself. Welcome to the stream. As we get started, I just want to make sure you all realize that the Halloween sale is going on now. So if you go over to the asset store, you can see a bunch of my stuff on sale. And if you click that link from infinitypbr.com, it is an affiliate link, and I appreciate the 5% kickback I get from anything you buy on the asset store, including the mega bundles, which end in hours, I think. 5 hours, 59 minutes, so 6 hours left for the mega bundles. And of course, the Halloween sale. I don't know when the Halloween sale ends. Not tonight, though. Oh, here we go. Probably November 5th at midnight. That's my best guess. But definitely check out the Infinity PBR stuff on sale and other stuff on sale that might fit your style. Alright, let's look at what I was doing. So, I was doing this yesterday. Before I had to go, before I got to go to my friend's house for a Halloween get-together where we played a game called Thunderstone Quest. It's actually a game I have on my wall behind me, but I've never played it. So we played it, and it was fun. I liked it. Yeah. Good times. Can I close this view here? Let's see. Is it possible? I don't know. I can minimize it that way. Okay. And is it? Always remember the 5th of November or something like that. Yeah, very hot coffee. I ate too much pizza and I burnt my mouth on it. And now I've got hot 36-hour-old coffee that I microwaved for a couple minutes. So before I went to my friend's house, I wrote myself a note saying this doesn't seem to be working. Purposely causing an error. And what part is this that doesn't seem to be working? I'm going to have to refactor all of this, so, you know, this doesn't seem to be working. Item spawn, random item. Oh, this is the part where so I'm working on the loot system here, the loot box system here. And you can see leather armor. It's saying it can't use any demo prefix. Ooh, I need to put a horizontal scroller here. And but the thing is, I know it can't use certain suffixes either. Yet it's not doing its thing where it says, "Hey, I can't use that." And we can confirm this. Just go to leather armor and confirm down here that indeed it cannot use of ultimate power or of the gods. And so this should not be allowed. I believe that's what this is supposed to be doing here. Essentially saying if the item spawn is not a random item, i.e. we've selected one of these, and the item attribute data value bool is false. I may have changed that. That could be why. Did I change that? I think I did. That has to be true now. Value bool means yes, it's turned on. Because I did just change that right before. Yeah, value string is random. So that's the kicker there. So if it's turned on and we have an item object, and I'm just gonna do one more and item attribute data dot value string is not equal to random, then we'll check. Let's see if it does its thing. And it's giving me errors. Alright, well that's something, right? I'll take it. It's saying there's no item to spawn, item object, or there's none of that, but I think it's this one. Huh. Unless it means this one. Ah. Wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, this won't work right now. So I'm just gonna comment this line out for now because that's not set yet, and I realized suddenly just now that it has to be set, and it's not. Is there another issue? Alright, there is something else going on. Okay, let me just comment out this chunk for now because I want to make sure I'm getting item attribute data set properly, the value item attribute. And okay. So when we turn off random, we can select one of these. Whoops. Oh yeah, and it's also slow, and I need to figure out that issue. It's slow when there's a lot of them. When that gets selected, we want value item attribute to be set. So let's see. And by the way, since I did go to my friend's house last night, I'm tired. Which is why I'm drinking coffee. And I burnt my mouth on the pizza. Drinking coffee doesn't feel so good. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I was already there. So this is where it sets things. So this is returning if we're random. If we're not random, we're gonna set our stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna duplicate this line because the value string is actually gonna be set to just empty, which is not random. It'll be random if we are random, otherwise it won't be. And then the value item attribute is going to be set to this, but I think, do I have a set item attribute? I do. So we can just pass that and believe that will set both the item attribute and the UID. It will. Nice. Very nice. And all right, that should be that. We could probably do that only if something changes. Let's see. Because this could be where it's getting slow. I hope you're all having a wonderful Halloween night in your neck of the woods. Should have taken a nap today. But instead, I went to the food bank and put onions in a bag for a while because I figured, why not? I'm not doing anything else today. But how often does this change? Really doesn't. So these should be cached instead. Cache loot items names. Cache loot items. That's this. Let's do the prefixes too. Where does this happen? On awake? Cache column names. Wait a minute. Column names. Well, this seems like a perfect place to cache not only the names, but the things in them. So, public dictionary, and in this dictionary, this is not an Infinity PBR dictionary. In this one, we are going to take in a string and a list of strings, and we're going to call this attribute names. And clearly, I've got an issue here to address. Oh. There we go. New that. I could probably replace column names, so I'm not going to do that yet. Instead, I'm going to say I'm going to say for each string column in column names, we're going to say attribute names dot add the column is the key, and the list of strings is going to be get item attribute names. This is why. I think I tried to do this before and I realized, wait a minute, this is just a class. It doesn't have access to the editor utility that I have. Man, I need this coffee to kick in. My brain's working at like 60% right now, I think. All right. By the way, I bought myself a PC today. It won't come in until the 3rd, apparently. It's a first PC I've bought in 20 years. And it's more than just playing games, although mostly it's just to play games, but to stream those games and to see what those games are like so that I can be better at making games. Alright, what the heck was I doing? Trying to get those names into a dictionary. Apparently I already have this stuff. Wait a minute. Item object, available item attributes. Oh yeah. Yep. So instead I'm going to do it some slightly different. I'm going to do it slightly differently. I'm going to say for each actually no. Oops. Not slightly different. Okay. Item. Let's see the item object. Item object. Item object. Available. Dot where. And this is supposed to be lowercase I. Do I not have access to that right here? I don't. Why not? I see. I see. I see. I see. And we'll do it like this. If attribute names that has key item object dot. God damn it! Wait a minute. Okay, so new list and new list after are going to be all the item attributes. Okay, and okay. Add range new list after, so that should be all of them to list. No, that doesn't work. Alright, we'll just say new list then. If item attribute names dot has key item attribute dot object type has key not a thing. What's the has key? Try get key has key contains key. That's it. If it contains key, it doesn't contain the key. I'm gonna add it. So attribute names dot add item attribute dot object type And then we're going to do a new list of string. And then we're going to say attribute names dot get dot and attributes dot object type dot add, no, yeah, we're adding to the list. So string is going to be item attribute dot UID. But why are we making it a string? Why not just put in the item attribute? I guess it would make sense to do the item attribute instead. Because then we have the name and the UID and everything else. Okay, so that should technically work now. And then in our LootBox item editor, oh sorry I didn't zoom in on that. I have trouble zooming in because it's really big on my monitor when I'm zoomed in. So that should be caching all that now. And then if I can find where the heck it was that we were working on before. I don't know where it was. Let's see. Can't use any. Okay. It was around here. There we go. Alright. It was this last chunk. Attribute array is okay, attribute names is going to be item settings dot attribute names. Just change that name now. And the key is going to be column name dot just all of them dot where or select x dot human name dot to array. And that should be good. Attribute array I probably don't need anymore. Okay. Alright, so that should have removed all of the special stuff I was doing every frame for every single one. Let's see if it works. Or if it gives us an error. Let's see. Given key was not found. Guess we need to account for that. So we will say if item settings dot attribute names dot contains key column name, then we will return. And it's going to be if it doesn't contain it, and I'm going to spell that right. and put a semicolon and drink some coffee. All right. Demo suffix isn't getting anything. Whoop. This seems to maybe have worked, but changing this doesn't do anything. It is faster. All right, so let's do this one step at a time. Why isn't changing that doing anything? And I think if I just go like this, it should have done the caching, but let's see. Why didn't that work? Changing attribute index to 0. Going through them, if the UID aha equals item attribute data dot item attribute value item attribute value item attribute, and so if the attribute equals the attribute, then set the index to that. Okay, let's see if that works. All right, it's still a little slow, but it's much faster than it was before, so that's nice. Let's see. What is next? Not sure why the suffix isn't working. Gotta do this part. Let's hold off on that. Why isn't the suffix working? Let's look at my caching. And we're going to do a couple debug logs. We're going to say debug.log should add key item attribute.object type. Actually, let's just start with that. So this should happen on awake. We should be caching these on awake. So when I first select the object here, it should happen. Doesn't appear to be happening. Okay, happened that time. Alright, so this part's happening, but it's not happening in the second part. For each item LootBox settings, column name, so debug.log, set column names on what is the name? Do I have a name for this? I don't know. I don't really have a name for this. So we'll just do ... There's no return here, so it should be going through all these. Dictionary has attribute names dot count keys count. All right. Well, they only did the prefix, it didn't do the suffix. Why not? Oh, because I didn't do the after one. So I'm going to do new list equals new list dot add range after new list after. Is that not? They're both lists of item attribute. How about this? I'll just make another one. Full list. All right, let's see if that works. All right, it worked. That's good. All right, still not super snappy fast, but it's better than before. The order is different too. All right, now let's turn back. Well, if we could turn back time. Just gonna remove my debugs now. And then we'll, not that one. Where is it? This one. Let's bring this back. All right, so if I'm to spawn, if it's not random item, and we are turned on, i.e. we don't have this turned off, and we have an item, and the item attribute data value string is not random, it's not set to random, then we will check to see if we can use the attribute. And this is not what we're checking. Value, item attribute, UID. That's what we're checking. If we can use the one there. All right, let's see if this works. Oh, I don't want to remove that. Well, it's not working. We're getting a null reference. We were doing this before, weren't we? I'm not sure which one is null. Let's find out. Item to spawn. Item to spawn. Object. Dot 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 dot. I'll just leave it at that. How about that? And then the other one is this. Let's see if one of those causes a null reference. Oh man, that means it's not one of those. That means it's something else. that. Could be this. Okay, so it's saying we don't have a value item attribute. Well, that's fine. Then I guess we'll say another one of these. If none was really selected, then it wouldn't keep happening. So, guess we need to you know what? It might be like in a loop where it's saying it to false, but then it's saying it's true right afterwards. So we set it to false here, this value bool, but then we might be saying it here right afterwards. Maybe we need to set that to random as well. There we go. So now if we turn it off, is it messes up? Huh. Well, down here, guess we need to make that null as well. Welcome to the stream, everybody. For those who are new to the stream, what? No fair. That was supposed to fix it because I am value item attribute. That -1. Because perhaps 0 is the one it can't hold. Nope. Now it's saying out of range. So if it's less than 0, we're not going to do anything with it. Alright, there we go, because I have to select a new one. So I can select theft, select of ultimate power. It freaks out rather than doing what it's supposed to do. I can select it up here because that's random. So why is it freaking out? It shouldn't be freaking out. Let's see. It's turning it to none, which is the same as clicking that circle button. Saying it's also random, same as turning on random. And saying value attribute to null. Man, I'm tired. Well, geez. It's gotta be refactored for shizzle. Oh, excuse me. Just stretching and yawning because it's 6:40 and that's like bedtime apparently. What is this saying? That's just adding it. Let's turn it on by default. We should turn it to random by default too. I think we need to do that though. Okay, then we grab it. We just created it if we didn't have it. Now we grab it. Oh, I see. It's going to tell us how many we can use. That's this right here. Leather armor can't use any demo prefix temporarily. This is turning it on and off. Value bool. Then I have to spawn random item. So if we're not doing a random item, okay. Do we need to return? This is just checking to see if it doesn't work. Okay, so if we're random I'm, we'll ignore this if we are doing a random. Oh, and making sure we're turned on. Okay, so if we're not turned on, making sure we have an item object populated. And value string's not random. That's going to be for this, where item random is here. And item attribute data value item attribute exists, and we'll say is not equal to null. I think it's more specific. And then if we can't use the attribute, then we're going to say so, and then we're going to set the value to bool, turning it off, the value string to random, making it random for when it turns back on, and then the value item attribute to null. All right. Oh, this isn't working. Okay, well, let's check that out. Just want to see that change. Not sure where it would be. Turning from true to false, yet it's still true. Okay. Somehow it's turning back to true. Well, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. You're also the first, so that's something cool. Where is it saying it's true? We just confirmed this is false. This doesn't say it's true. This is just saying if it's true. Weird. Okay, let's just do one more thing. It is true. Let's collapse it. But it never turns false, so somewhere Ah. So it does set to false, and then somewhere after it sets to true again. That's weird. That's what I was thinking, but it's just a boolean, true or false. So here it's checking to see if it's true, I believe. Be explicit, but yeah, see. Let's see if it turns here too. So really, we're just gonna see if it says it is false once. I shouldn't have pressed play. What am I doing? Cray cray. All right. Turning to false. It's not even getting down there. It's not even getting to this part, so it's returning before that. The only place to return is here. Oh. Random. Okay. So it does turn to it is false, and then on the next round it is true. Question. Am I setting it? I might not be saying it. I feel like I am collecting it here, but not setting it. So instead of making a short version, which was my goal, I have a feeling that if I just do this, it will suddenly work. Or, because I do want to keep the short version, but what I'll do is here we'll say that is going to be equal to that. Can't do that. Okay. Why am I play mode? Went to play mode again? Alright. Nope, that didn't do the trick. Alright, weird. Well, let me undo all that then. Hmm. Whatever could it be? It's probably something obvious, really, is my thinking. And of course, it was working before, as things tend to be. Let me see. Hmm. Ah. Not sure if we... It says we never use this. So, that's the case. Nobody would care if I comment out that code, right? Could be here too. Aha. This is for... If we have the key value. If we don't have the key value. Debug.log. Adding key value for column name. Why did I press play again? Why do I keep pressing play? I must be tired. It must be the only option. Aha, so it keeps adding the key value. So it's not saving the key value for whatever reason. Attribute data. Okay, serializable. Do I have to say serialized field? To make this dictionary, doesn't need to save runtime, it just needs to, after it caches, needs to save. Wow. A watch variable. Well, it flips. We now see that getting overwritten here. Well, or rather, it never saves this. This never saves. I don't know why. Add key value. And then saying attribute data. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Is it because of this? I'm just gonna see. I don't think so. No. I guess it is. This doesn't save is better than I don't know why this changes. Could be. I agree. I don't know. Not sure why. Why would it not be saving? Now it's giving me another bug. Is it just not? Say it already has the key. Am I trying to call two different things? It does already have the key. Okay. Fuck. Wrong button. Why am I pressing all these buttons now? Alright, so it already has the key. That's good because it's supposed to have the damn key. So I must be doing something wrong here. I must be saying... I'm spawn. If we don't have key value column name, we should have key value column name. Debug.log. Do we have column name? Question mark, and then let's find out. Has key value. Do we have demo prefix? No. But we do. is this doing that? Aha! I don't know what's going on here. It's supposed to be key. That's weird. Alright. So I can... Oh, I press play again. Okay. Okay, so I can turn it off, but then this is supposed to turn off too, and that's not working. So turn it off, and then we'll go back to the code. So the turn off part, definitely need to refactor. Okay, so that works. Now, all right, well, still freaks out. It's not supposed to freak out. All right, why does it freak out? Doesn't really have any errors. These are the exit GUI, maybe? guess. Wait a minute. Oh, I got the wrong one. Alright, there we go. That's what it's supposed to do. If you can't select it, then it just says turned off. Leather armor can't use of ultimate power. None has been selected automatically. If you can't unselect none, it could be that none of them can use the attributes. Now that would be showing this if that were the case, but that's okay. Can't do of the gods either. Okay. And if you turn it on, it just goes to random game. Alright, that's good. And it's snappy, it's not slow anymore. Alright. Alright. So for those of you who remember the loot box code before, this is basically the same thing now. However, it's going to bring in all the different attributes where before prefix and suffix were hard-coded. If you remember, Jason Storey had the suggestion, a very good one, that attributes could be different, and then I wouldn't have to hard-code prefix and suffix as special ones. So I made that change. That's what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks now, changing all that from the ground up. And so we're almost back to where we started. I do need to make this scrollable, however. So this is going to be on LootBox. I'm saying so we're going to need a hide and inspector, public vector 2, scroll position. And let's see. Can't use any. So I think display items to spawn. Start row. Display items. So start scroll. No, maybe I don't think I scroll. Begin layout dot begin scroll view. No. Is it equals that? What is it? Oh, I need to put in items settings dot scroll position, and then after all those, we'll do editor GUI layout dot end scroll view. All right, that should do the trick. I want only this section to scroll, or it will throw an error, or it hasn't caught up to my code changes. Hopefully that. All right, do we have a scroll? We do not have a scroll. We have this scroll. That's not working. Do I have too many of these? I only have the one. It's because I don't have a box. Row. Let's see. Well, that didn't work. Not one bit. Start vertical and vertical. Maybe it's that. I ate too much pizza. I'm not ashamed of it. Okay. Why? Maybe it needs to be a box. Okay. There we go. But it's not saving it. Probably because I need to do this. I'm not setting it. I wasn't setting it. There we go. That's the ticket. That's what we want to see. Because if I go to my loot items, we're looking at basic armor, and well, actually, if I go to my armor itself, I suppose, not the items. In this case, it's the demo ones up here. Go to my chain armor, manage objects, and I have attributes. If I say they can all have a condition, I think condition is visible. Let's see. Is condition not visible? Okay, not condition. I'll keep it. If we add this other prefixes, for some reason I always want to click the black. I don't know why. And the other suffixes. We go back here. It should show those. It's not though. That's weird. Why isn't it? Nope, this is the old one. What am I looking for? Look for items. This one. They have a human name. Oh, did I not select any of them? Ah, that's why I didn't do. Alright. Now if I look at my loot box. There we go. So now we get all of the stuff. So condition not random. So out. Why is it only showing me 3? Interesting. Of 4, but it's only showing me 2. Weird. Weird. Oh. They don't have a human name. That should have worked. Hit shift and... Alright, let me just do that to these ones too, in case they're having the same issue. If I hold down shift while you click this, as the tooltip shows, it will apply to all of that type. Alright, now LootBox. There we go. Pristine. Random of 4, good. Random of 6. 6. 4. 9. 9 indeed. Alright. We're not actually going to have all those though. We can keep condition. Nah, we remove condition too. For simplicity's sake. Yeah. I don't know why these show up. Something about the window. Anyways, yeah. So where we are now is we got the loot box. You can now select whether they're going to be random, whether it's going to be a specific, whether the item is going to be random or specific. You can add multiples. And then of course you can add other loot boxes too. So you can add basic weapons as well, or basic gear. You can, oops, delete them, you can move them up, etc. Basic gear has, oh, interesting. Oh, I need to call the cache whenever I add a new setup. I need to cache these every time. Private void cache, or do cache, and we'll just do those. So do cache. All right, so we'll call do cache every time we add new loot box. Okay, add basic gear. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? Add. Oh, so I didn't click the button. All right, you can tell that I am like, there we go. So it did work. Okay. The only difference between basic weapons and armor and gear is that gear has all of them. Weapons are only weapons, armor is only armor. But any item, loot item, can have any number of combinations. The idea is that it's just, I need to make the quest item again. The idea is that it's just an easier way to say, well, I want to make sure I give some armor, and maybe there's a chance of getting 2 armors, and I know I want to give at least 1 weapon, so I'll give a random weapon, and then for some gear I'll give a couple gears. Could be weapons or armor, and a chance of that. So anyways, I am clearly becoming incapacitated from my lack of sleep. So I'm going to sign off and take a power nap for the next 20-30 minutes. And I'm just going to come back and try to bust this out and finish it. Next time I stream might be tomorrow night. We'll go more. I wanna just clean up the script. I want to get this working and get the items actually being built into the game at runtime. The big change, one of the big changes is that there's a lot more scriptable objects now, and then there's a game version of things. So I need to make a game version of the loot box. So a game loot box that does all of the actual management and creation of the item. And, when you click the open treasure box, it actually creates what's in the treasure box. So thanks for participating. Sorry it was a little short stream, 90 minutes, not too short. But I hope you enjoyed yourself. I know I did, and I'm going to enjoy a 20-minute nap. Maybe a 30-minute nap. It's late, so if I sleep any more than that, then it's kind of just going to bed early. So hopefully, I'll wake up. So thanks, everyone.